sure what happened, but it's either one of those two options. So either the first option is the crown princess convinced and coerced the eunuch who used to serve and worked for the chief commander of the embroiled uniform before he betrayed the dude to side with her into killing the Empress Dongran, or to get into her favor, he killed her. But it's one of those two things, and the Empress Dongran is dead. Obviously, this very much upsets Ripples of Fragrance, who, has a conversation with Sound and Bamboo over it, which Sound and Bamboo is a terrible person when it comes to consoling people. She tries, but she doesn't do a really good job at it. And she goes, I am so sorry. I had promised you nothing would happen to your aunt, and I failed to keep that promise. And Ripples of Fragrance is like, you are all the way here, and the capital's all the way there. Your influence is so far away. There's nothing you really could have done to protect my aunt. And Sound and Bamboo has to get up and leave, and Ripples of Fragrance is just sitting there thinking, either the crown princess set this whole thing up and got her aunt killed, then she's somebody who can't be trusted, or she's somebody who did not know that her aunt was going to be killed and is incompetent of a ruler. So either one is not a good option and probably has to have her dethroned for the own safety of everybody. At least in the ideas of Ripples of Fragrance, which she's not wrong. It'd be concerning for these facts. So I'm starting to think the crown princess is a lizard. She is probably involved with the dude who wants to be the king of the 7 tribes, the father of the guy who killed the Melid's father. Yes, I think she's involved with him or used to serve for him and got away from him, and she's not anymore a lizard because she says she's not a livestock, which is the same thing that the lizards say. So this is very much a concern and a worried. Like, is she a lizard? And also, I'm starting to think, is her eunuch a lizard or a scorpion? Because she has a conversation with him when they're both supposed to be asleep. Him sitting beside her bed while she's supposed to be asleep while he watches over her, and they're having a conversation about the main character. And then she goes to him being like, well, was the former emperor's concubine's brother, weren't you? But why were you an eunuch even before she became a concubine? Why do you have a piercing? Because piercings aren't really that fully normal for men to have. And so she's questioning him and then questions him who he is. And I'm starting to be concerned and worried that either one of the two are lizards or scorpions, or they're both lizards or scorpions. Because the deal they tried to make with the tribe had failed, because that tribe had tried using both them and the dude who had killed the Melid's father, they decided to give what they were going to give to this tribe to the scorpion, their main scorpion. And it's basically they're suspicious of him because of what he tried doing during the deal, and two, how the lizards were able to get to the main character. They think he's involved, he's still serving for the Kiai, who wants to be the king of the 7 tribes. They think he's still working for him or involved with him so he can get the land he always wanted, since there's no one to fight against for the head position of scorpions. So they're suspicious of him, and they decide to do this to keep him in his lane, to keep a watch on him, to put a tight leash on him, that if he tries to do anything, that leash will be the end of him. He also will be stuck fighting against his past tribesmen, his follow men. Yeah, he will constantly have to fight them in a certain line, because if he tries for passing a certain line, those tribes people will come for him. So he is basically going to be on 2 sides of a line. Whichever one he falters will be his kind of doom. Milan Macros, I don't think I pronounces that right. I am always terrible at pronouncing names. We all know I am. He was the dude whose son was supposed to be engaged to the Sound and Bamboo, or they tried to put an engagement with her, and then his daughter, who used to be married to the prefect who had helped Gentle Jade escape to the main character's side. Yes, he is in trouble now. He is doomed. That even though he set up his son-in-law's family to take most of the punishment, knows that he's still a target against the main antagonist. His son and daughter, specifically his daughter, convinces him, because he wants to run away to the main character's side, they convince him to sell certain stuff and get back the granary, the rice, and then hand it over to the royal family as charity, as research, being like, oh, here's this, here is it back. Obviously, this doesn't please the antagonists. They still want to go after the dude, but the two teachers of the crown princess and the crown princess doesn't allow him, but the crown princess does punish the dude while also rewarding the dude. She brings him to her and shows people being severely punished to death in front of him to keep him in line. And obviously this is a warning to him that his fate is already tied, that he is doomed, so are the other nobles. It is not great. I'm kind of terrified of her. Like, she is still a baddie, and the main character is getting more and more impressed with her because she's not just the main antagonist's puppet or tool anymore. She is her own thing, her own power, and that's also why she's concerned and worried, because if the main antagonist can put her on the throne, he can put somebody else on the throne, so she needs to do something to take care of him. To keep her guardian pleased, because she knows he's going to be displeased over her not punishing the Helena McGrath. Again, I'm so sorry for mispronouncing that. She goes and gifts and rewards his friend Green Hills, and his Green Hills' wife rewards, because again, she cannot give him a gift because he will not take these, but she knows he will be very pleased to know his friend was gifted rewards and gifts. The main character theorizes to keep Sound of Bamboo pleased and keep her on her side. The crown princess will reward and title Sound of Bamboo with the title of prince, and that's exactly what happens. She is gifted the title of prince. The main character, just like I said prior to before, he already understood the strength and power that Sound Bamboo is. That's why he had a shield to protect himself from her, and at a certain point in time he wasn't really concerned and worried, but now he wants that power. Like, he wants it on his side. He wants what she can gift him. He needs it. He desires it. And obviously the male lead also desires to have her on their side. Sound and Bamboo, she obviously is not agreeing to a lot of their things. Like, one, they give the territory land to the scorpion, which, she's not happy about it. She doesn't trust these scorpions, not one bit. She knows this could cause issues and problems in the future if they allow him to have this land, or specifically allow the scorpions to have land. This will be an issue. She also does not think it's wise to go deeper into their territory, their land. She knows it will be bad and an issue and a problem for them, so she doesn't agree to go along with empty expense when he heads out that way. The male lead's nephew, he is brought to the main character. He's staying with the main character for the very time. He's getting a bit of a lessons from Gentle Jade, like Gentle Jade wanted. He's not been made a hostage or a successor yet to the main character, but Gentle Jade points out to the main character to really look at the child and see the child, and the main character is, and it seems like this child is like a mini version of the main character while also being a mini version of his own dad. This kid wants pieces that the main character has. Like, he wants pieces and generals and intelligent people under him the same way the main character has intelligent people and generals underneath him.